And if that doesn't make you want to see it, nothing will. Please welcome the current star of Chicago, Duncan James. I don't think I've interviewed anybody on here who's had to do such a warm-up before they came on as your opening number there.
I know, that was quite hard. We just did the performance and then they quickly rushed me into hair and makeup and kind of de-Billying me, taking off the eye makeup and the slicked hair, and I'm back on.
The real Duncan is
The real
here.
Dunk, yeah.
What a buzz of a show to do, though,
Oh,
Duncan.
do you know what? It's such a great show. This is my second run doing it. I did it in the summer, and I'm back doing it with the lovely Bonnie Langford and Brenda Edwards over Christmas and New Year, and it's great fun. It's such a great show, and you know, to be a part of.
I saw Hairspray a couple of weeks ago, and Chicago is like that in that it is a bundle of energy just to sit down and watch it. You come out with literally with your hair standing on end because it's a physical thing to do those, wasn't it?
It is. You know, you do 8 shows a week, and I don't think people realise. You know, you're full on pretty much, and you're tired by the end of Saturday night after doing 4 shows back to back. On your day off, which is the Sunday, all you want to do is just kind of sleep and not do anything. But it's great fun, and I've only got another few weeks left, so.
How does it compare with being in a boy band?
A lot less stressful. Being in Blue was great fun, but yeah, I couldn't go back to doing the whole Blue thing again. It was just too much, too much.
Why? Is it, and I'm not being rude, is it your age? I mean, is it the kind of thing, being in a band like that, steady?
What are you saying?
I say that as somebody about 432 years older than you are. But does a person grow out of being in that kind of band? I mean, this is much more grown up, isn't it?
I think that when you're in a band, you know, like Blue, in that kind of level of exposure, you're non-stop every single day, and you know, it takes its toll on you physically and mentally. And, you know, I take my hat off to the Take That boys who have come back and they've done it fantastically. But those boys are working so hard. And it's like the mental pressure that goes on that people don't realise as well. I mean, you constantly got to have a smile on your face everywhere you go, and everybody wants your photo, and it's draining. And, you know, imagine doing that every single day and having to be nice to everybody. I mean, God, I don't like being nice to everybody all the time.
No, it must have been a real, you know, strain, and therefore so much easier just to do dancing on ice. I mean, for goodness sake,
I know.
Out of that and into the fire, which is just so, for me, I'd have thought, physically terrifying.
Dancing on Ice, have anyone seen Dancing on Ice yet this year? Well, it's great. I'm so excited that it's back on, and it's bringing me back lots of fond memories. And I get to do I'm a little journalist this year for The Sun, so I write about what everybody's up to on this year's show. So it's great. I've still got an involvement. And
who are you tipping? Who do you think is going to get
Well, obviously, I danced with Maria last year, and she's now dancing with Gareth Gates, so I want them to go all the way, because I want Maria to get to the final again. And
well, here's Gareth with your partner taking a break. I was amused to see in the papers this week that Gareth's been told to put less tanning spray on because he's looking too brown, and they think there's a bit too much of the George Hamilton IV.
Do you know what they do, though? Because this is true. Because the ice, obviously, it's so white, and the lights, they give you on a Friday before the show, which would be Saturday before the show now, you go in and everybody has a fake tan. There's like a person comes along with a booth, and everybody goes in one by one. And
it's like a body shop.
It's like a body shop, because they say it white because it makes everybody look so white and withdrawn on the telly, so everyone has to go and have a tan, which is quite funny.
I just have to say, I'd be so scared of falling, you know. It's rather like this. People, oh, not my face, not my face. I just be worried about my head on the ice. It's very hard, his ice.
Bonnie Langford was the classic.
With the crack, I mean,
and she went crack. So, you know, it's yeah, bless her. But when you fall over on that ice, it hurts. Really hurts. But I just sympathise for all the people in it this year, because I know what they're going through. It's that they've just gone through the first show, and it's the most nerve-wracking. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was a fantastic beginning. Chris
I have
and
to
Jane,
say, though, you did. I think, really, you cheated, to be honest, because I was watching a clip of you on Dancing on Ice. You don't touch the blooming stuff. You're soaring around above it. Look at this. This man flies. He doesn't actually skate. Now, I've been on a Kirby wire once myself, and that in itself is quite terrifying. Look at this. I mean, you were real acrobatic stuff there. So another thing to get used to. But now that you're a man of the theatre, things like that presumably hold no fears for you.
Do you know what? Just watching that just brought back. It just made me feel all funny because I think that was our for the final, the semi-final last year, and it was great fun to be able to learn how to do all the wire work. I mean, I've never done anything like that before, and it was fantastic.
So what's next? You're out of this in a few weeks' time.
I finish this in a few weeks' time, and I've got lots of other projects I'm working on as well. I'm doing a TV show for Sky, and I've also got a Channel 4 comedy series which I'm going to be filming coming up in March. So I'm going to be away for 6 weeks. And then the producers of Chicago really like what I did with Billy Flynn, and we're in talks about hoping to go to America to do it in Broadway.
Wow!
So that's really exciting for me, to, you know, just to live in New York and have that opportunity.
Billy
But waiting to see if that happens, you know, waiting for visas and all that kind of stuff.
We'll keep everything crossed for you. Thanks
Thank
very
you.
much
Lovely
indeed
to
for
see you
coming.
anyway.
Nice to see you. Thanks very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Duncan James.
Thank you.